This is Daddy from Busy Daddy Cooks. Today we are making pork chops with spring onion oil. We'll start by preparing the marinade. Chop up 2 cloves of garlic, and an equal amount of shallots. To these, add 3 tablespoons of Chinese cooking wine. Two tablespoons of light soy sauce, half a teaspoon of salt, half a teaspoon of sugar, and 2 tablespoons of cornstarch. Mix this well and set it aside. I have here 2 pieces of thick pork chops or pork loins. They are about 250 grams each. I'm cutting them in half to about a finger width in thickness. There's a layer of fat on top of these pork chops. Use a knife or a scissors and cut into the fat, about 1 finger width apart. There's a layer of silver skin between the fat and the meat. It is this layer of silver skin that makes your pork chop curl up when it's being cooked. So, slice into the fat, through the silver skin, right into the meat. Next, tenderize the meat. You may tenderize the pork with a meat tenderizer like this, or you can simply use the back of your knife. Because I don't want to wash that many utensils, I always use the back of the knife. Pour the marinade onto the pork and give it a good mix. To make sure that every piece of pork gets some loving from the marinade. If you do not have time, set this aside for about 30 minutes for the flavors to penetrate the meat. If you do have time, marinate this for a few hours, or even better yet, overnight. The ingredients for the spring onion oil is really simple. You only need 2 ingredients: spring onions and garlic. Chop up 1 stalk of spring onions into smaller pieces. Then chop up 1 clove of garlic into small pieces as well. After marinating and before frying, Remove all the shallots and garlic that are stuck to the pork. Otherwise, these will burn into little bitter bits while you're frying the pork. In a hot pan over medium heat, heat up 2 tablespoons of oil. When the pan is hot, put in your pork chops. When the pork chops are in the pan, do not move them around. Fry them for about 2 to 3 minutes till the bottom is golden brown. Once the pork chop is ready to be released, you will be able to pick your pork chop up very easily. The pork chop is ready to be flipped when the top of the meat has turned white. Flip the meat over and fry it for another 2 minutes. To test if the pork chop is done, give the center of the pork a little press. It should be hard and firm. If it's soft, give it a little bit more time. When it's done, remove and set it aside. Next, for the spring onion oil. You will need about 3 tablespoons of oil. So, in the same pan, add a little more oil if necessary to make about 3 tablespoons of oil. Heat the oil up till it's very hot. Then, turn off the heat. Add in 1 stalk of chopped spring onions and 1 clove of chopped garlic. Stir these around a bit and let it sit in the oil for about 30 seconds to 1 minute. This is to allow the flavours to infuse into the oil. After about a minute, add in 1 to 2 tablespoons of light soy sauce. This is your spring onion oil for your pork chops. Just before serving, pour your spring onion oil over your pork chops. This is pork chops with spring onion oil.